Why are you learning Korean? What is your goal? That's really something you have to think about through this whole process if you want to stay motivated and stay focused and disciplined. Hey YouTube! So back again with the second video of the How to Learn Korean series. I want to say that there are so many different resources out now that weren't out before when I first started. So they weren't out 7 to 8 years ago. They weren't there. So you guys are absolutely so lucky to have all of these great resources. But I still want to recommend some of the resources that I used at the time period and when I was first starting studying Korean, as well as some new resources that I have found through searching. My number one tip, if you are looking for resources outside of the ones that I'm going to recommend, is that you be careful of the resources that you choose. You don't want to find something that has you speak or has you learning things that are too formal and they're only basically teaching formal way of speaking, because at the end of the day, that's not how everybody speaks on an everyday language. And I'm talking about the really formal way of speaking. For all the links to the resources mentioned will be provided below in the description box. So let's get started. Number 1, C-Mile Korean. I mentioned this in the other video in my experience of how to learn Korean. I think it is amazing for if you are traveling to Korea and you just want to be able to get around for the short time that you're there. C-Mile is excellent for those who need basic phrases. So how to order in a restaurant, how to go shopping, etc. Just the basic activities. It is a little outdated. We're talking about at least 9 years ago that these videos are posted. I believe they still have their website up and running. I'm not sure, but their videos are on YouTube. It's really good for basic to know phrases, and it's straight to the point. You have some grammar in there, but it's straight to the point for you to at least understand and communicate your point across. Number 2, Sweet and Tasty TV. I love Sweet and Tasty TV. It's absolutely hilarious. It's very comical and it maintains, your motivation and interest in learning Korean. When you learn by yourself, that's really an issue that you can have, staying focused, staying disciplined, and really maintaining that motivation, because at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, I'm learning, but like, I feel like I don't know anything. I feel like I'm not using it. Sweet and Tasty TV is really amazing for, keeping things light, up and bubbly, and just really motivating you to learn more Korean. So Sweet and Tasty TV, mainly their videos are more geared toward beginners in terms of, let's say it's basic phrases that you want to learn or how to say this. She also does provide help and information on the Korean alphabet, so you can learn the Korean alphabet from her. But she also has videos on Korean culture, K-pop parodies, travel, like Korean phrases, etc. So her channel is a whole variety of things. It's very light, it's funny, I think you'll love it. I loved it back then, I still love it, just look at it. So that's another good helpful tool. Whatever you want, she has it, basically. Number 3 would be Becky-san Miss Vicky. She explains things very well from what I can see. Everything's written out right in front of you, like kind of on a whiteboard. And she also helps to explain the Korean alphabet, how it would sound in English, etc. The only possible downside I can see with it for certain people would be the length of her videos. And I noticed that a lot of them tend to be, let's say maybe 20 minutes, and some people don't have the attention span to deal with that, or they just can't. So that's a downside, but it's a lot to learn. Of course, she explains it very well, and I think it's a very good resource to use and to actually look at. Number 4, something I always recommend to somebody when they ask me, oh, well, how did you learn Korean? This is the website. So, talktomeinkorean.com, or also known as TTMIK. They have videos on YouTube. They also have their own website, which has all the lessons for you. It's absolutely amazing. They, produce their own books on different topics like idioms, Korean learning, practice books, slang. They have everything. I recommend it absolutely. Keep in mind they are based in Korea, so if you do buy something, expect for a long shipping period. If you're more of a person that needs to read what is being said to you and videos just aren't sticking as much, they do offer PDF files. You can download the PDF files or the MP3 file that is attached to each lesson. So there's multiple different ways for you to learn the material that they have. Lastly, we have number 5, which would be Learn Korean with KoreanClass101.com. I didn't particularly use this resource, and I think they have a website because, I mean, it does mention like KoreanClass101.com. The reason I have this on my list is because this is a very good website for practicing your listening. It's what I've used sometimes in terms of intermediate, finding listening practice for intermediate and advanced levels. But they don't only offer listening exercises, they also offer reading practice for, you know, various levels along with the listening comprehension. They also offer videos that delve into Korean grammar, Korean culture, learning tips, and conversational phrases. So it's an excellent resource if you don't have the ability to listen to actual Korean people speaking around you, or you're just not really getting it in Korean dramas or shows because they're speaking too fast. This is an amazing resource for you to practice your listening, and it's catered to different levels. So if you feel like beginner's too slow for you, go up to intermediate. If you feel like that's too slow for you, go up to advanced. Keep in mind with different websites, and also especially in schools, different curriculums, what is considered as beginner, intermediate, and advanced is different. So you really just have to find something that caters to you. Those are my 5 resources that I definitely recommend to people who are getting started in learning Korean and to be able to practice and listen their Korean. Hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to share, like, comment your experiences. I hope this was helpful to you in your process of learning Korean, because, you know, this is totally assuming that if you're watching this video, you're probably want to learn Korean. I hope this is very helpful to you. Hope you like it. Please be sure, if you didn't already, watch my first video of how I got into Korean, or my process of learning Korean. I think that's also very helpful for you to watch. And stay tuned for the 3rd video in this series, which would be ways to better your Korean. Stay tuned, and annyeong!